Namaste. Myself Triveni Khurana, Assistant Professor, Faculty of Physiotherapy and Diagnostics, JVN, Rajasthan. Today we are going to discuss kitchen ergonomics. Ergonomics actually started in the kitchen. Industrial psychologist says she planted many kitchen appliances including an electric food mixer, shelves inside refrigerator door and a trash can with foot pedal lid opener. Gilbert is best known for her work with her husband on time and motion studies. She interviewed over 4,000 women to design proper height for stoves, sinks and other kitchen fixtures. Today, much of the advice in the kitchen design is derived from her ideas. As with many products, kitchen gadgets and cookware products, user is often an afterthought. Architects and product designers often make functionality and aesthetics a higher priority than usability. But things are changing due to our aging population. The principles of ergonomics are rapidly rising in importance for home in the real estate market. There is a current shift away from treating the disabled and older people as special cases towards integrating their needs into the design of buildings, public spaces, products, and services. The term aging in place is buzzword in the home design for people who don't want to move away from their home, neighborhood, friends, and community as they get older. It has led to incorporating ideas that reduces sources of strain. These improvements are very beneficial for everyone, not just seniors who want to live in their home as long as possible. The entire program is geared toward studying and implementing innovations to facilitate a healthy, active, and prosperous later life in today's society. User-centered design and inclusive environment involves a whole process of observation and analysis of the users, prototyping, evaluation, and iteration of the design. Crucial to this is consultation with the user group, putting people who are represent a diversity of age, ability, gender, and community at the heart of the design process. Inclusive environments are welcome to everyone, responsive to people's need, intuitive to use, flexible, offer choice when a single design solution cannot meet all needs, convenient so that they can be used without undue effort or special accommodations and so that they maximize independence. When looking for hazards in the kitchen environment, ergonomic risks are pretty much as the same as any other environment. Specifically, identify and avoid awkward postures, avoid repetitions, avoid high force, avoid mechanical compression, avoid extended duration of tasks, avoid vibration, and avoid extreme temperatures too, especially the cold one. All residents of home use the kitchen, so it needs to be accessible by at least able and most able person as well as the smallest and the tallest. If you are remodeling your kitchen or designing a kitchen from scratch, there are many things that can improve comfort. Designing a large kitchen is just as challenging as designing a teeny kitchen, though the problems are different. A small kitchen must have a very careful consideration of every element of placement, storage, and traffic flow. A large kitchen also requires careful consideration of placement to reduce fatigue from walking back and forth between work centers and storage. Even if you aren't remodeling your kitchen, there are a lot of ways you can reconsider things such as storage arrangements. Now let's see about the work center. In the kitchen layout, the most basic concept is to minimize walking back and forth a lot with clear pathways between work centers. In addition, when more than work person is in kitchen, it is important that they don't step over each other when working. When there is only one cook, is recommended work aside, but to accommodate two cooks, 48 inches recommended instead of 42 inches. No major traffic pattern through kitchen should cross through the work triangle. Consider each task and design work centers around them, taking into account the associated major appliance and its surrounding work area. Traditionally, the three work centers were the range, sink, the refrigerator, and these were arranged in a triangle. With aided appliances, the current kitchen can have 4 or more centers, including microwave, the second sink, the prep area, and separate areas for the cooktop and oven. The distance between the work centers should be more than 4 feet but less than 9 feet, and island or other obstacles should not intersect the path by more than 12 inches, and the sum of three distance should total no more than 26 feet. To allow for enough space to prepare food, there should be an expanse of counter space at least 36 inches long and 24 inches deep, immediately next to the sink. The latest design guidelines for accessibility recommended an expanse of 30 inches of continuous counter space at a height of no more than 30 inches with permanent or adaptable knee space somewhere in the kitchen. This is intended for wheelchair access, but in allowing for a stool or chair with the knee space is very welcome and rarely provided in the kitchen. Anyone with the fruit tree who has had to stand for hours peeling, coring, and paring bushels of fruit knows that providing the option to sit down would be marvelous. Work height should be higher if a stool or bar height chair is to be used. As with the more seated tasks, the height of the counter should be elbow height when sitting. Counters generally do not provide knee space when sitting. To plan each work center, divide tasks and match them to appliance, tools, or food location. If the kitchen has only one sink, locate it adjacent to or across from the cooking surface and refrigerator. Counter spaces needed at each appliance and the width of each of these, along with a host of other kitchen layout design principally. Pots and pans should not require burrowing in the back of the bottom cabinets. Hang pot and pan on racks on the walls or use pull-out shelves near the cooktop or range. Heavy mixtures and other large heavy items should not require lifting from below or above and should not require carrying and significant distance to avoid back and shoulder strain. Heavy items should be sorted between the hip and shoulder height to avoid strain and overstretching. There are a couple of ways, believe it or not, ergonomics is actually works. Thank you.